Hi, Aries Seeker. Take a deep breath. It's October. Libra season. It brings you closer to what helps you relate to other people. And let's see what it has in store for you. So, October, for my beautiful Aries seekers, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, strength. What an amazing start. So the thing about strength, like all other major arcanas, is this is our spiritual aspiration and where our soul is leading us towards. And with any aspiration, there's a road to be taken. You want muscles, you need to hit the gym. You want strength, then life will bring about situations where you need to practice your strength, inner strength, taming the inner beast. Not controlling, but harnessing. Not suppressing, but integrating. It's a part of you. It's a beautiful, powerful part of you, which when you use in serenity, with serenity, it can't be stopped. Because this is the strength you don't carry in your muscles, you carry in your heart. This is a strong heart. Heart of a lion. It's the iron fist wearing a velvet glove. You see the maiden here. She's beautiful and peaceful, and she's harnessing the lion to her essence. Not even to her needs. It's not a circus-like train the lion. The lion is her. She is the iron fist, and she is the velvet glove. They go hand in hand. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. This is deep, Aries. You are really growing. I was about to say changing because of the Wheel of Fortune that can sometimes show change, but the change is inner. It's not even like, how should I say this? It's not like you're changing your mind about something. You're changing the way you use your own tools. The tools that you've always had. The person that you've always been. The person you could have always become. You're just aligning that within you a little bit differently. And that restructuring is the thing that basically frees that inner strength. Free up. Liberates. I like how, this is interesting. Notice how in this deck, it's the Golden Dawn deck. So there's two animals, right? We have the lion and we have the monkey. And the lion here is roaring. Its mouth is open. And the monkey here tells you to be quiet. Even she, the velvet glove, is trying to cover the iron fist and be like, the three monkeys that we know. Hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil kind of thing. How do I translate this for you guys? Because you're feeling this, you're feeling something deep, and I don't know if you yourself can express it to yourself. Let me help you with that. I feel like some of you have made some sort of realizations, and you're starting to follow through with them, meaning you're making changes in your behavior, in your attitude, in how you address things, how you treat things. Could be people, could be situations. But you're not going around declaring. You're not going around making declarations. You're quietly turning the wheels, right? And I'm actually getting two characters here. One that has... there's the person that created that shift within you. And they're away kind of letting you stir with it. Interesting. Now keep in mind, guys, because these are general readings, it can go vice versa, so you can reverse the roles. And then there's the character here in the Wheel of Fortune that stays with that change. And is sensing it and feeling it and going through it, but not telling, not saying, not expressing, or even admitting. Depends on the situation. Because see what we have here? This is where intuitive reading comes in. So she and the lion are in the distance, and you see the clouds here, and you see the reddish colors. And it kind of looks like these reddish sky colors. So it's almost like someone dropped a bomb. Not, you know, like an analogy, a metaphor. And then they let the dust settle. And they know that it has wreaked havoc or created a change, a shift in a person, in a dynamic, in a situation, in a place. And whoever is that situation, person, place that is experiencing this, they're feeling it, but they're not saying. They're not saying, but she knows nonetheless. Now, seemingly, they're at a distance, but the energy is connected. This person also wonders if they should go back and help out or guide or lead, and they are harnessing their inner strength and sense of self-control to not do so, to allow the other person to kind of be with it and go through that journey on their own. So interesting. I also can't help but seeing the blue sky within the wheel, which is like her blue sky. Okay. So we're having a powerful start. It's almost something that we can't even express to ourselves because it takes all of our energy. Cosmic energy. We're speechless. How can the dust settle if the dust is the stars in the sky? They don't settle. The Tower in the reverse. This is how it is in the upright. See these two falling? And it's almost like I'm getting, especially, and these are 3 trumps right off the bat. Like, you're starting your reading with Strength, Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower. With the Wheel of Fortune, I'm almost getting like this Tower is a reversal of fate of some sort, a going back in time, if that's even possible. This is the bomb that dropped. And whatever was fallen isn't falling to the ground and crashing. It's rising to the sky. This isn't a dust that needs to be settling. This is stars that need to shine brighter. Does that make any sense? You see here the stars in the sky, in the night sky? This is why I'm getting like dust that needs to settle after an explosion. Something dramatic, something chaotic, some sort of, yeah. And because it's in the reverse, it's almost like we all know that the above is the below, and the right is the left, and the forward is the backwards, because everything is a cycle, right? The ending is the beginning, etc. There's a term in Japanese that says, fall down 7, get up 8. Meaning it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get up and what you take from it and how you rise. And this specific rise after a fall, it's no ordinary getting up. It's that final thing that you needed for yourself to take this leap. Massive leap. It's like the fool stepping out of the cliff, allegedly falling down. Everyone who watches sees them drop to their abyss, but they're actually flying. They lose their physical shape and become eternal with tapping back into light, into source. So what for the normal eye seems like a fall, it's actually a rise. You are rising in some sort, and there's the illusion of a loss or a failure, but you're actually gaining a lot from it, or managing to turning the wheel somehow, flipping the tables turning the tables turning, but you're not saying anything. And there's someone that senses, that knows, that waits for you to get there, or you waiting for them to get there. I don't even know what I'm talking about. What am I saying? Can you please comment and explain this to me? Aloe vera juice. I'm almost getting like no gravity kind of thing. I mean, look at this. It's like breaking the rules of physics. It's this energetic understanding that this physical existence is an illusion, that the physical boundaries are here to protect us as long as we are unskilled enough to tap into other energies without, you know, losing ourselves within it. But once this specific blow up happened and you lost somewhat your physical boundaries and triggers and walls of defense and mechanisms, and at first it hurts like hell, or but at the bare minimum terrifying. But once you realize you're flying as opposed to falling, you're like, oh my God, I've transferred to a different dimension, or I've discovered some sort of magic, or what is this newfound world that I'm flying in, swimming in, falling in? What is it that I'm sensing? I don't even know. I'm translating your thoughts, and that's what I mean. Aries. I did not see this coming. Not that I ever see anything coming when it comes to my videos. I press play and something happens. Can you show me more, please, for Aries for October? Six of Swords in the reverse. I really love the Six of Swords. Here, see how she's carrying someone's head on a truck, and it's in the reverse. I just noticed the body in the background. Oh, it's getting dark. See his body here in his head. Okay. Aries. Someone sacrificed someone. Someone sacrificed someone. I'm still unsure. It will arrange itself in my head. While I'm tapping into something, I'm not sure if I'm going to stick with it, but some of you out there, someone planned some sort of sacrifice for a really long time. They knew what they were doing. And I'm sorry for any of you who have experienced it on your own flesh. But let's go back to the general reading, please. A long time coming. Something that was long time coming. A Hierophant in the reverse. Okay. Someone was planning revenge on a sort of male patriarch figure that was imprisoning them in some way. I'm getting a masculine that abused his power over a feminine for a long time. And let's just say tables have turned. I don't know what this is. Obviously, Princess of Wands, aka Page of Wands. Okay. Someone took back their power. There's a woman that definitely took back her power from either an organization, a job, a relationship, a parent, something like that, who was submissive. She was submissive for a very long time. Imprisoned in a way. I don't think it's literal prison. It's not like necessarily like a physical walls type of prison, but like this could have been imprisoned by coercion or some sort of very dominant energy. During this time where she was seemingly weak, it actually empowered her in a way. Like, she has gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge and strength, and most especially the craft. She's mastered the craft of patience. And in the right moment, she did what she had to do, and she's completely broke out of it. I don't know if it's the same narrative that we've tapped into in the beginning or a sidetrack. Someone was really put in their place somehow. Very interesting. Someone that thought they were in control. They realized that they're not in control. Wow. Ten of Wands. And this person is currently now battling their own demons or trying to escape or leave it behind them. This male figure. I'm getting like trying to avoid, like, there's a lot of fire. Look at this. See all her fire, and it's like he's trying to close the doors behind this fire and to kind of block it or avoid it or escape it or protect from it, but there's no, this fire will burn down these doors as well. Wow. When I said someone has taken back their power, and now I'm noticing the fire here and the tower that is crashing, someone liberated themselves from something they were holding back for a really long time, holding back their strength, holding back their knowledge, holding back their energy, their fire, and now it's just, this could be someone that has experienced some sort of suppression or oppression, maybe even growing up. And even though it's not in their reality right now, in their present, they've been carrying it for their mature life, and now it's beginning to break down, and they're finding their they're no longer bound by it psychologically. It's like, well, hold on, a card fell. Prince of Swords, aka Knight of Swords. This is the Golden Dawn deck, so it's arranged a little bit differently. So, elephants and circuses, amongst other things. So when they are babies, the way they make them submissive and unaware of their own strength, because elephants are very powerful, is when they're babies, they tie their leg into a pole. And because they're small, when they try to walk away or release themselves from it, they can't, because they're tied to the pole. Now, as they grow and they remain at night, tied, a rope tied to their leg and the other side is tied to that pole, even though they're so incredibly powerful right now, and all they have to do is like yank it a little bit and the pole is completely off the ground and they're free. In their head, they're not strong enough because as they were kids, babies, as they were tiny, when they still didn't have the strength, so they got used to psychologically that no matter how much they pull on that pole, it won't yank. So physically now they're capable, but their mind is still in the place of, I can't do it, I'm not strong enough, I'm too weak. Well, someone has been like that, maybe growing up or for a few years. This could be either from home or from a very problematic relationship, very controlling relationship. And even if it's in their past, this could have been years ago. In their head, there was still this little baby elephant that can't do it until something happens and explodes. Either something happens and triggers something, breaks down a crack. A crack happens, and fire starts, their own strength, their own essence and energy starts until it can't be stopped. It burns them from the inside, but not them. It burns everything that was holding them back. And now that they know who they are, now that they have a newfound perspective of how things have actually occurred, nothing that the other person will do can hold them off. This is temporary. You see how the fire is like blazing? And right after this, the Knight of Swords. There's an escape. Someone is escaping this. Someone is either escaping responsibility or trying to avoid responsibility or trying to fight back with their cognitive, with their analytical cognition. They're just swinging their sword to, like, they will say anything to. Beautiful. Six of Cups. Wow, this is there's a lot of stuff going on here. Oof, okay. I'm getting this Knight of Swords, Prince of Swords, or something else now. Almost someone like sweeping in. To help this energy, I'm not going to say tame it. It's not what I mean. No one needs to tame this energy anymore. No. Never again, kind of thing. More like I'm just looking at the Six of Cups, and Six of Cups is such a loving energy. And this puddle here, even though it's like, you know, the reflection of the red sky, because it's either a sunrise or a sunset, I'm sorry for being morbid, it feels like blood, like a pool of blood. Like all of this has been bloody, it's been painful, it's been for everyone involved. It's like I got such a weird phrase in my head. Guys, I'm sorry. I didn't anticipate this going like that. But I got, you know how there's ashes to ashes, dust to dust? I got ashes to ashes, blood to blood. For those of you that are new, sometimes I'm very morbid, but many times I'm not. I get mostly uncomfortable in reading like this. Not because I'm uncomfortable with this type of energy, but because I know how many people are watching. Unlike a private reading when I'm one-on-one speaking to someone, I really sense their energy and I know exactly how much I can say and what to say, and I make sure they understand and process But in such big readings that so many people are watching, I don't know how anyone is taking it out there. So I always care about the responsibility of how I convey the message. Um, so that's why I'm a little bit like, I will always say what I see, but I will find a way to do it responsibly. It gets harder with thousands of people, right? And I take what I do very seriously. I care about every single person watching this. So please understand, because there has been a battle here. There has been a painful, bloody battle, a gut turning. But the awakening was fantastic for someone here. They broke out of some sort of, but now with the Six of Cups, it's a very calm energy. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy to see this. It's they're finding their way home. They're finding their way to their soul family, to 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 who can truly love them for who they are. Wow, this is so. Where the blood will turn into water that feeds new growth. I don't even know what it is that I'm saying myself. It's kind of it's coming to me, and I'm hoping that you understand what it means. Because what is blood? Blood is, the power of life, okay? It's the life force in our body. It carries our ancient knowledge, right? It carries our generations. It carries our karma. It carries our deepest essence. It's blood is what connects us between, what connects our physical form, our spiritual mission, and our energetic blueprint. You can call it karma if you want. It's a very powerful liquid, right? It's life. So, okay, in a way, you know how the blood, runs through our veins. It's a very specific system. It's a very specific mechanism. This is a machine, our body. It's the car that carries the driver. This body is the vehicle that carries the soul. And I feel like there was something in the mechanism that was holding the blood, or channeling the blood from one place to another, that was it wasn't, there was something with the, I'm trying to find a word, the way it was streaming, or the directions of the stream, or how it was, there was something not accurate, not right, and in order to resolve that, the mechanism had to be shook. Blood had to be taken from one place and transformed to another, and in that way it works better, it flows better. Think of clogs, right, like blood clog, or that needs to be opened up, or like blood needs to be, I'm sorry, I'm not a doctor, so it's hard for me to find the appropriate, but I think you're getting what I'm saying. I think you're getting the picture. Now it's going to flow properly, because it's going to feel in its place. It will allow it to nourish the body properly, as opposed to before that it couldn't, like there was no proper reciprocity between the mechanism and the blood and the soul. It was like something there didn't communicate right, didn't sync with each other, and now there's something that you did or that you're doing, Aries, that allows your own blood to feed you better. Now, if this is actually medical, okay, great. But obviously there's a great chance that this is metaphoric. So take it as it resonates. You will move better, you will think better, everything will be clearer and more functioning. And that will affect everything. So things that were in your life that were stuck or not flowing, career, relationship, your relationship with yourself, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you see and translate things, it will all start to change from this newfound way of being. This is the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower in the reverse thing. We still have animal spirit to do. Let's pull a couple more, as many as come up, and then we'll finish with the animal spirit. And I will continue this reading on Vimeo. There will be an extended, so link to that is below. In the information box, you'll find all the links to my services, by the way. If you want to know more about the tarot cards, I teach online tarot masterclass. I created an entire library for tarot, so check that out. If you want to book a reading, yeah. Okay. I did not see this coming. Oh my God, Aries. Oh my God. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Let's take out more cards first. Nine of Cups. I'll show them to you in a second. And Ace of Swords. Something had to be cut out, almost like in a surgery. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords. If this was medical, you should know that the thing that is needed to get cut out or rearranged, whatever, was affecting you energetically and spiritually. It was affecting everything in your life. And that will really put everything in order, Aries. Seriously, whatever this is. Don't worry about whatever mechanism this is that you're losing or seemingly losing. Whatever habits within yourself, whatever I don't know. This could be a style. This could be a job. This could be a career. This could be a relationship. This could be a mindset. This could be anything. Whatever it is that you feel like you're losing. See this guy? He's sitting on this chest, and he's a little bit blue about losing this, but he's not understanding that he's holding a key to this. Instead of thinking about that, put the key in the lock and see your wishes come true. This is holding a wish, this thing that you're sitting on for a really long time, pondering, why would I have this if I want this, but this is far away somehow. This key in this chest is holding. Look, just you don't need to be a tarot reader to understand what this shows. Okay. This is wishes fulfilled. Nine of Cups, wishes of the heart, and look how closed off his chest here. Literally, his chest and his chest. And once the chest will open, the chest will open. The heart will open. This could literally be, a heart that was, a heart chakra that was blocked, which caused heart issues, physical heart issues, right? Everything manifests in our physical but it starts in our emotional and our spiritual. So someone's heart chakra was really, really, really almost crushed, like really closed off, really protective and scared and terrified. And it's like, this unblocking will bring everything, literally everything. I'm not kidding. 9 of Cups and Ace of Swords. It's like the heavens, you know, come down on you and be like, here's everything. And you're like, you're just drinking the blessings. This is fantastic. This is freedom. This is liberation. This is the best thing that ever happened to you, whatever this is, even if it felt painful. To both sides. I feel like also someone has been waiting on someone else for a really long time, and that someone else was really caught up in their own mechanism, in their own tower. Rapunzel. Men or women, right? And once that tower crumbled and their fire burst and the blood flow, the fire bursts, the blood flows. And the chest ought to be opened, and then the chest will be opened. If I'm speaking about literal surgery, be well and hope it goes great. I don't see it as a bad thing. Okay, let's take out an animal spirit. 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Oh my God, 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, and the Sun. So, some of you are either getting married, or if you're married, then you're thinking about having children, or you're starting to be in that mindset. I see 2 children here. For those of you who are thinking about this, I see 2 kids. Some sort of celebration. There's health and abundance. Don't worry. 9 of Cups leading to the 10 of Cups. Once one of the individuals here unblocks the heart and have the blood flows better, and or individual here burst their fire, I feel like it's a symbiosis. It's like one affects the other. It's like one unblocking leads to another one, and everything just opens up, like the dam falls, and everything just, like a lot of abundance will flow. This is so much abundance. I can't even. 3 of Cups, 10 of Cups, the Sun. This is like, it's getting, I see the maze here. It's like getting out of the maze. Beautiful energy. Wow. And the devil is hiding in the bottom of the deck. There's always the fears, right? Okay. Long reading. Animal spirit for my Aries. I will do an extended, but I will also finish up after the tarot part. I will finish up with a reading from the runes. That's always intense. And I'm going to focus on love. It's going to be you and your person of interest, Aries, specific for October. So we'll see how this translates in your romance. I have 3 10s on the table. Yeah, a major cycle had to be closed in order for another one to begin. This has been, for some of you, a journey of 6 to 10 years. I also have 2 6s here. Animal spirit for my Aries seekers, please. Message from the animal kingdom for my Aries. Scorpio. One more. Firefly. Fire and air. More fire. This is for someone specific who's going through an escape. There is someone here who's escaping something really, really bad, like a very oppressive, dominant, controlling either relationship or connection or some sort of dynamic, and they're finding their inner light to just blaze out of there. It's like someone found a crack or an opening and they just took it. Now they're going into their 10 of Cups sun. It's going to be okay. For those of you who are going through that right now, it's going to be okay. You're doing the right thing. Pull one more animal spirit. Raccoon. There might be a good friend you can stay with. This is a very specific message. I know. There might be a good friend you can stay with, or just go to. Because your light has been dimmed. Someone who's watching, your light has been dimmed for too long, and you need a place of serenity and quiet in order to bring that light back, awaken yourself back. Something very earthly and grounded and stable and calm and nurturing. This was a very specific message from the animals to someone very specific, but it doesn't, this entire reading doesn't have to be this, like, in regards to this. It could be other sort of emotional, translation for this narrative. Okay. Whew. That was interesting. Okay, guys, I will see you in a second, the extended. Thank you so much for being around. Happy October, and regardless, I'll see you in November. Wow. Time flies.